Alright guys, welcome to another Math Notes. We're talking about 9.1.6 reference angles. I'm here with Alex right now recording this. She does not want to talk, but she did request a shout out, so there you go, Alex. For every angle of rotation, there's an angle in the first quadrant, 0 to 90 degrees, whose cosine and sine have the same absolute values as the cosine and sine of the original angle. This first quadrant angle is called the reference angle. In this case, the example they've given us below, we have a reference angle of 51 degrees. So that's the angle that we make here, 51 degrees. We like to write our angles on the outside of the unit circle, but it refers to this angle right here. So we go from 0 to 51 degrees. Their corresponding angles in quadrant, so this is quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, and quadrant 4. There are corresponding angles that have the same reference angle in quadrant 2. If we were to come off the x-axis over here in quadrant 2 in this direction, 51 degrees, we would find one of our corresponding angles that matches up to 129 degrees. If we come down from the x-axis in quadrant 3, 51 degrees, that will correspond to this angle of 231 degrees. And it goes all the way around here, 231 degrees. If we go down from the x-axis in quadrant 4, 51 degrees, that's our reference angle, we'll find our fourth corresponding angle of 309 degrees right there. So we have four angles on the unit circle that have a reference angle of 51, one in each of the quadrants. I'm going to erase that and try to make it a little more clear, just because we got a lot going on there. And you saw these when you were doing the screamer problems. These are correspond to the four locations where people had to climb up and down the same distance. You can find these locations geometrically. If you make a box that touches all four, or all vertices of the box touch the circle, it'll hit those 4 points. There's all kinds of cool symmetry in the unit circle. These are 51 degrees, 129 degrees, 231 degrees, 309 degrees. So for your takeaway today, I'd like you to go ahead and find the reference angles that correspond to each of these angles. Let's say 71 degrees, 171 degrees, 271 degrees, 371 degrees. Find the reference angle for each of those, and we'll talk about it next class. All right, thanks.